Good morning, students of class 10th. In this video, we will discuss the chapter The Midnight Visitor of the Footprint Without Feet. And the writer of this story is Robert Arthur. First of all, I will tell you what is in this story, a short description. It is a detective story from the pen of Robert Arthur. Very clever piece of writing which tells us about how secret agents who try to beat each other. Osable is a secret agent who is expecting to get a very important report concerning some new missiles. Max, another secret agent, plans to get hold of this report by making a surprise raid. However, Osable has laid a trap for this man. He eliminates Max by using his presence of mind. Now I am telling you details summary. Osable did not look like a secret agent at all. He was fat and spoke with a peculiar American accent. Fowler was a young romantic writer who had read quite a lot about secret agents. He had now come to meet an actual secret agent, and it was clear that he was disappointed after meeting Osable. Osable guessed correctly that Fowler must be disappointed. Fowler had come with great expectation, imagining mysterious figures in the night, the crack of pistols and drugs in the wine. But here was an unromantic setting with a pair of fat little men. However, Osable told Fowler to wait for some thrilling action. Fowler would see a report which could change the course of history and for which many people had already risked their lives. After telling Fowler about the report, Osable closed the door and switched on the light. They saw in the room a man with a small automatic pistol in his hand. The man was Max. Recognizing him at once, Osable exclaimed that he was not expected in France, he should have been in Berlin. Max was a foxy, cunning man with a thin physique. He clearly told Osable the purpose with which he had come there. His mission was to get hold of the report that was expected to reach Osable that night. It was very confidential concerning some new missiles. He humorously remarked that the report would be safer in his Max's hands. Osable sat down in an armchair and began to complain about the balcony of his room. He said it was for the second time that somebody had entered his room secretly through the balcony. The balcony had become a nuisance for him. Max reacted to his comments by saying that he had not entered the room from the balcony. He had used a passkey to open the door. Osable explained that he was talking about the balcony of the next apartment. The hotel management had promised to block that balcony, which gave access to his room. But nothing has been done till now. Max began to talk about the report and said it might be arriving in half an hour's time. Osable said that the appointment was at 12:30. He wanted to know from Max how he came to know about the confidential report. Max reported that he wished to know how Osable's people had got that report. Just then there was a sudden knocking. Osable said smilingly that it may be that there was police. Max looked black with anger. As he inched back towards the window in an effort to escape, he threatened Osable that he should send the policeman away. Otherwise, he would shoot him. The knocking at the door became louder, and somebody shouted, "Mr. Osable, Mr. Osable." Covering Osable and Fowler with his pistol, Max climbed the windowsill. As the doorknob turned, Max freed himself from the windowsill and dropped onto the balcony. A shrill, screaming sound was heard as he dropped down. The door opened, and there was a waiter named Henry stood there with a tray, a bottle, and two glasses. He set the tray on the table, uncorked the bottle, and left the room. Fowler was still in a state of excited nervousness. He wanted to know where the police was and how Max would be arrested. Osable explained that there was no police and he had ordered Henry for drinks. Fowler was still worried about Max, who had jumped onto balcony, who might come back with his pistol. Osable reassured him that Max would not return now since there was no balcony. Max has met with an accident and he died. So, students, you are able to understand the summary of the story. Thank you, students.